What's new in Warframe this week? Well, we'll get on to the alerts, basically at the end of the video, because we'll get onto that at the end of the video, but the Archon shard this week, well, it's a Crimson Archon shard, which means Chipper is selling the Amber Archon shard. There it is, right there. And it's not that hard either. Mobile defense, excavation, followed by the showdown. Archon Amar, you're actually going to be fairly easy to take out this week. Of course, if you have also done every one of Kahl's missions and extracted every week, this week it will roll over to Junk Run. And again, I'm kind of missing the timed ones, but these are all things you can do on the way there fairly easily. The 5 gene stamps can be annoying because they are well hidden. Everything else, fairly easy. And Junk Run is a fairly fun one as well. For normal circuit this week, the frames that you will be able to get at least one of, because you can only get one of these a week, would be either Hydroid, Mirage or Limbo. To be fair, that's also a hard choice. Hydroid will be good for forming with and can turn into a puddle. Mirage, dare I say more than Hall of Mirrors. And Limbo, oh, the fact that he is still technically classed as a troll frame is a bit annoying because he is actually great at defense missions depending on how you build him up. For the incarnon Genesis devices on Steel Path circuit, however, we have the Zylock, the Cybear. I love that ice hammer, it's great fun. Then Dread, Despair and Hate. Remembering, of course, the first one you choose is the one you will get at tier 5, and the second one you choose is the one you will get at tier 10. So make your choices wisely, because there's no going back once you've actually selected them in that order. Nightwave this week is going to be Elite. Finish a capture mission in less than 90 seconds for the Elite Acts and kill 1,500 enemies, both of which actually fairly doable. Normal Acts unlock 3 relics, complete 3 rescue missions, kill 30 Xmas, complete 3 Kuva Siphon missions. I knew it was that one. I saw it, I wanted to avoid it, but complete 6 perfect animal captures in Orb Valus. Hate that one. Daily, of course, changes every day. Cred offerings will have all of the usual. We're basically looking for any of the new helmets. There is the key for Nihil's Obelite. I'm gonna get wrong for saying that again, aren't I? You need this if you want to get a hold of the Vitrica, because obviously the only way to do it is by taking on Nihil, which means you need the key to enter it. Right. Now, we do in fact have both of the new helmets this week. Varuna's Ankus helmet and Citrine's Kalite helmet. Still not sure on this one. Simply because it's just a gem in the middle. The geode has been cracked open and there was a gem in the middle. But they are in fact both here. Auras, there is loot detector. Rifle amp can be useful, 27% damage for rifles. Energy siphon, energy regen over time can also be very useful. Shield disruption is just minus 18% shield capacity for Corpus. There is the Grinlock Desert Camo Skin Blueprint, the Cindo Manticore Skin Blueprint, the Saturn 6 Ornament. I cannot believe they still haven't fixed this, because you can't zoom in on it and it's absolutely tiny at the bottom of the screen. It's bigger in the preview, but it does rotate round. They really should have fixed that by now. There is Grohl's Poblafloof, and this is about the camera angle that we needed for that instead of zoomed all the way out. There is the Falcor, come on, there it is, Shock Camo Skin Blueprint, the actual blueprint to build the Heat Sword. So the Heat Sword blueprint, I do like the Heat Sword. It is the only weapon that he has actually brought this time. She has actually brought this time. Sorry. The Wolf Beacon, the only way to get the Wolf of Saturn 6 to spawn is of course to use the Wolf Beacon. You can have many but only use one per mission. Grohl's Thumperfloof. The Saturn 6 Sigil, which, to be fair, sigils on Citrine just look so very wrong. Very wrong. And augment wise, there's only 3 of them: Ember's Fire Blast, Nyx's Absorb Augment, and Excalibur's Slash Dash. Checking in on Teshin Steel Path Honor store this week, it is sadly the probably twice the price it should be Zor Riven mod. They've already determined 3 build former is the equivalent of 75 steel essence or 35 platinum, so these mods go for about 10-15 platinum, which is half of what they should be. So this, in my opinion, should be half the price of this. There are some good Zors that, to be fair, I'd rather have kick gun ones than Zors. Everything else in here is still exactly the same because they are yet to actually update this past anything. Don't of course forget to check in on Helminth, because Helminth's invigorations have also changed. They change every week at the weekly reset, and yes, they are different for everybody. The invigorations that turn up are different, the frames are different, but every 10th will mutate, so always worth keeping up on these, because every now and then you'll get that one decent one that'll make your good frame nigh on unkillable. And of course, lastly, don't forget you have until June 2nd to get a hold of Wisp's deck skin, the companion slots, the Dex Sandana, the 10 Kavat genetic codes, all kind of meaningless. The Wisp deck skin is kind of a must. If you have her or not, it's still worth picking it up. After this, however, well, you would think in the dev stream they would have mentioned what follows this, considering the 2nd is Friday, but instead all we have at the moment is this. Stay tuned for details of the upcoming events that they turned around and told us at the beginning of this would be in the first 10 weeks of in-game events. New in-game events! Well, hopefully we find out about that this week, because at the moment, once these alerts end, they are basically doing 0 for their 10-year anniversary. Not that that's new. And with that, we'll leave this off here. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.